dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Justin Case. 26-year-old Jordan Tackett of Floyd County went missing on February 20th. Yesterday afternoon, police found his body buried in the yard of another Floyd County man, Wesley Martin. Martin has been arrested and charged with Tackett's murder. I went to Floyd County today to learn more about this investigation. Police say Jordan Tackett's body was found in this shallow grave, about 3 feet deep and only about 10 to 12 feet away from Wesley Martin's home.
The information they had was solid. We were confident in the information. That's why we sought the search warrant. And of course, discovering the body exactly where we thought we would find it confirms that the information we had was accurate.
Tackett's body was found in the Wayland community of Floyd County. People living in the neighborhood say because of the drug problem here, they sometimes fear for their safety.
Yeah, because all the drugs and stuff around, it's a dangerous neighborhood. One part of the neighborhood, is a little bit wild, but it's like you said, it's everywhere, drugs.
Investigators would not give much information as to how they believe Martin killed Tackett or why. They say a search warrant at the home led them to significant evidence.
That was not the only evidence gathered there at the scene. There's substantially more evidence that will support the murder charge besides just the discovery of the body in his yard.
We could not reach Tackett's family once police confirmed he was the one who was found dead, but the county attorney says at this point all investigators can do is make sure they receive justice.
All the condolences and all the prayers and best wishes in the world go out to Mr. Tackett's family. But I think that if they were asked, they would say at this point, seeking an appropriate measure of justice is the most important thing.
Hoping for a better ending for a family who had been searching for a loved one. Wesley Martin is being held on a $2 million bond. He is also charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and defacing a firearm. He will have a preliminary hearing on April 15th in Floyd County District Court. A man died at the hospital in Pineville after crashing his vehicle into a rock wall. Police say 33-year-old James Hatfield crashed his car between mile markers 14 and 15 on U.S. Highway 25 East right before the Pineville city limits. Officers say there were several witnesses at the time of the crash.
He impacted a rock wall on the grass shoulder. At that point, his vehicle began to overturn. It overturned numerous times.
Hatfield was sent to the Kentucky State Medical Examiner's Office. An autopsy will be performed Saturday morning. Close to a year later, a Johnson County man accused of shooting Mike Jones is still awaiting trial. Walter Lee Curtis appeared in court today to hear when his next court date will be. In August of 2018, Curtis was indicted and charged with manslaughter. Curtis allegedly shot Mike Jones. Curtis is currently on house arrest, and the family of Jones says they want to see him behind bars instead.
It makes me feel distraught. It makes me feel empty inside. And, my brother can't speak for himself, of course, since his life was taken. I just want him to I want justice for my brother.
A pretrial hearing for Curtis is set for May 3rd at 11 a.m. President Trump met with immigration agents at a border city in California Friday. He repeated his message that there is a crisis along the southern border and said again he could end up shutting it down. CBS News' Mola Langhi has the latest from the White House.
So behind us is the wall.
President Trump toured a 2-mile stretch of fence along the southern border in California Friday. The section is a long-planned replacement for an older barrier in Calexico.
It looks great. It's better and much more effective than the previous wall.
In a discussion earlier with border officials, the president was told agents cannot handle the recent flood of migrants coming through Mexico from El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. His response?
The system is full. And when it's full, there's nothing you can do. You have to say, I'm sorry, we can't take you.
This week, President Trump appeared to back off his threat to immediately shut down the southern border to stem the flow of migrants. But he warned again Friday he could still close the border or slap trade tariffs on Mexico.
We're going to shut it down if we have to. We're going to tariff the cars coming in that they make in Mexico if we have to. But Mexico's been doing a great job.
The president praised Mexico for making progress over the past few days. Mexico's foreign secretary said, however, there has not been a very substantive change in the country's interception and detention of migrants.
There is indeed an emergency on our southern border. It's been loud and clear.
Democratic members of Congress also visited the border in El Paso, Texas.
What I saw today was nothing more, nothing less than a humanitarian crisis that has been created by a policy this administration put into place.
At the fence in Calexico, a plaque reads, "This is the first section of President Trump's border wall." Mola Lengi, CBS News, the White House.
20 states, including California, are suing President Trump over his emergency declaration to divert Defense Department money and other earmarked funds to pay for the border wall.
Well, we've seen that cloud cover through most of the day, but at least we have dried out, and really we're going to see that continue as we head into your Saturday. You'll notice your satellite and radar, those green specks across your screen, none of that is actually touching the ground. A little bit of backscatter from the radar there, but as we take a look at pinpoint Doppler, clean sweep here, we'll really see that continue as we head into your Saturday. Temperatures, they're still pretty comfortable outside, into the upper 50s to lower 60s, and really not going to drop all that much as we head into the overnight hours, and that's due to the cloud cover acting as a thermal blanket, so that'll keep us pretty warm as we head into the next couple of hours. So as we head through your future view, you'll notice that cloud cover sticking around. We're going to see those temperatures drop to the upper 40s to lower 50s overnight. Pockets of sunshine we'll start to see as we head throughout your day on Saturday, but you'll see I think sunshine does return. Now future view likes us into the upper 60s to lower 70s, but winds out of the southwest tomorrow will hopefully get us into about those mid 70s. Otherwise, we are going to see those temperatures get pretty warm and into those mid 70s, which is actually above average for this time of year. We'll clear it a little bit as we head into the overnight hours, but early Sunday morning we'll see those overnight lows into about those mid 50s. Showers and storms impact you starting early Sunday. The greatest chance for those showers and storms though is really going to be throughout the day, popping up. Temperatures are going to be into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. I think we'll see a little bit more scattered showers and storms in future views, suggesting now we're already in a marginal risk for severe weather. You'll see that here for a good portion of eastern Kentucky. A sliver of our area is in a slight risk. We'll have to keep an eye on this update over really the next couple of hours, but could see some storms for your Sunday. They could be severe at times. Definitely keep that WYMC weather app handy as you head into your weekend. We'll see those rain chances really continuing as we head into your Monday, but the good news is we do see those temperatures continue to be above average into about those mid 70s throughout the week, and those temperatures into the lower 50s. Overall, not looking too bad. Just got to get through Sunday and Monday. Justin.
Paige, thank you. And thank you for joining us tonight. Don't touch that remote, though. It's a full house on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime as Marcus Browning, Tommy Poole, and Willie Hope will have a preview of tomorrow's men's Final Four games in Minneapolis. We'll be right back.